it's just super. It's just fun with this casual look how I put it together, man. And it's nothing. It's not rocket science whatsoever.
From Hollywood to Soho, we be wearing polo. Narcos is a no-no, that's just how it go though. You got it for the low-low, it's probably US Polo, a Beverly Hills Polo. All of that is so-so, interlocks and chevrons, Cruise Navy and Lemon, Ralph Lauren wearing. I'm buying what you sellin', Maui pink and melon. Tell them about that rusty.
Greetings and welcome to another edition of Seamless Style, powered by Politics and Polaroids. I'm your host, Mr. Parker. EP 138, episode 138. Episode 138 is an episode I've been trying to avoid. Why, you may ask? Well, I've been trying to avoid it because when the whole concept and idea of rustic chic hit me like a ton of bricks, then that whole campaign kind of put varsity, collegiate, not necessarily to the back burner, but just took it off of the front page, I'd say, when it comes to myself and my collecting. Also, varsity and Letterman jackets, I have quite a few, and I just didn't want to, I was really trying not to do any. Episodes where varsity or collegiate or Letterman was the focal point of an episode. I really wanted to try to avoid that. However, man, I just love it so much. I just love the varsity look, the collegiate look. I just love it so much that it was just something I could not continue to avoid. All right. So here we are. And I wanted to do an episode strictly focusing or featuring the satin or sateen jacket. So that's where we're going to start. Satin or sateen. Which one is which? What one is what? As far as visually, it's highly unlikely that you'll be able to look at a satin jacket and a sateen jacket and be able to tell the difference. It's highly unlikely. You have to have I'm talking about a supreme eye to be able to tell the difference. But if you touch one and touch the other, there is a slight difference. And the difference between satin and sateen is very simple. Satin, as far as satin's origins, satin used to be made purely from silk. Okay. As time progressed, satin was incorporated with silk, cotton, and sometimes even polyester. All right. Now, purists, of course, will tell you, hey, if it's not 100% silk, it's not satin. Okay. All right, fine. Have it your way. That's not something I'm going to argue about. Right? But sateen, which also has blends of silk, cotton, or wool and polyester, is made of a different weave than satin. So it's a lot sturdier. It's a lot more rugged. And because of that, it's built to last a little longer. So if you saw a sateen jacket, and let's say that the exact same color palette, design, everything, same company, everything, made a satin jacket and a sateen jacket. The sateen jacket may cost you a little more because it's built to last longer. All right. Now, as far as the feel, again, like I said, there's a slight difference. And then again, it's highly unlikely, but if you have a super keen eye, you can actually look at the two and tell the difference. I'm not sure if I'm there. I know if I touch one and touch the other, I can tell you which one is which. All right. There's just a slight difference in the feel. But with that said, they both have, at the end of the day, once they hit the rack, they both have a very similar, if not the same look. That shiny, beautiful, classy, but sporty look. Okay, and that's why you see a lot of times when you see satin or sateen, when it comes to clothing, it's usually for us men, it's usually in some type of jacket, some type of outerwear piece. For women and girls, maybe ballerina slippers, things like that. Definitely in bedding. Okay, definitely in bedding, silk satin sheets, things like that. Yes, and a lot of times, if it's depending on what you pay for it, it might be sateen. It might be sateen because, you know, if something's going to hit the washer and dryer a lot, you want it to last, right? So you probably be better off paying for sateen bedding as opposed to satin. But I digest. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to focus on the satin or the sateen varsity jacket. All right. Every one of them is a baseball jacket. Baseball jacket being this type of collar, ribbed at the sleeves, ribbed at the waist normally, but definitely ribbed at the sleeves and this type of collar. All right. 3 rigs for you, plus the ensemble I'm wearing makes 4. Now each rig is going to get progressively dressier. Each rig is 3 different styles, how to style a sateen or satin jacket 3 different ways, but each rig will get progressively dressier in its overall ensemble. This look is a tweener. It's between casual and dressy. It's between casual and dressy. Start at the bottom. I went with some brown leather boat shoes. All right. Argyles, you know, I love me some Argyle socks. Went with Argyle socks in the wine and gray. All right, college gray wool flannel Rugby Ralph Lauren slacks with the all over skull and bones. All right. Went with the Rugby Ralph Lauren quarter zip Fair Isle sweater vest. All right. A bunch of beautiful hues in the Fair Isle. Oatmeal backdrop. I went with the OCBD in the wine navy and yellow. Rugby Ralph Lauren bow tie. Green all over crest. Polo blue label herringbone tam in the gray. And the star of the show, the piece de resistance, this Polo blue label rowing collegiate sateen baseball jacket. All right. New York across the back. New York on the front here. New York crew. That's why I went with the boat shoes. Nice crest here. RL Castle. Rowing info over here. You know, RL team champions in rowing 1967. All the bells and whistles, all the good stuff that makes Ralph Lauren Ralph Lauren. All right. I want to say this is my favorite out of all my satin or sateen jackets. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm gonna say that it is. Now, all of the ones that I have are all excellent. I wouldn't have bought and paid for them if they weren't excellent, and I'm not displeased with any of them. But this one is my favorite. All right. mainly because I do love the color wine. It's always in my tops as far as colors, but I also like the theme of it. All right, the New York crew. This here, I really like the artwork. All right, the stitching, the artwork, the iconography of this particular piece. All right. Fragrance of the ensemble. Well, I can't talk today. Fragrance of the ensemble, no brainer. Polo Sport. I mean, sporty looks, whether they're dressed completely down or dressed up. Sporty looks call for a sporty fragrance. So Polo Sport will do. I need to get those other Polo Sport fragrances. And while we on the subject of Polo Sport, really quick. I don't know if y'all been online lately, but brothers and sisters, there are some tremendous pieces of Polo Sport up and running right now. Yeah, I got quite a few that I'm eyeballing. Quite a few of them. Polo Sport. They got a nice little run that they obviously running with this spring. I'm impressed. There's a leather racing jacket that I'm definitely eyeballing. It's not online yet, but I've seen it. The asking price that this particular person has for it is great. As far as the layperson, it's a great asking price. But the same way he able to let it go for that price, I know why. So therefore, I mean, I'm in the same boat, so I just wait, right? Anywho, without any further ado, let's get into this episode, man. Satin jackets. We're gonna style them today. Y'all ready? Me too. Now let's go. First look features a super dope piece. Super dope. Super dope. Now, this particular piece is a satin jacket. All right. Now, when I first saw this piece online, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. It was something I had to jump on. Now, I've done this piece online. I've done this piece on this platform before. I did it a lot dressier than this. Okay. I wanted to do something casual, super casual, the most dressed down I could, because the piece looks great dressed up properly. Again, as you could see on the previous back in the day episode I did, I don't remember the number, but it's super dope. It's just super. It's just fun with this casual look how I put it together, man. And it's nothing. It's not rocket science whatsoever. Like, all of these pieces were just made to be together. But look, let's start at the bottom, because again, like I said, man, the way this ensemble looks is just fun, man. It's fun without being it's fun without being brash, without being trying to be an attention grabber. It's not that. It's just a fun look. Like, when somebody see you in this, they're gonna say, okay, I like that, man. That's cool. That's pretty cool. I like how you did that there, this, that, and the third. Because, like I said, it's fun. It's gonna put a smile on people's face when they see this ensemble. All right, but let's start at the bottom. So I went with these sneakers. All right. Now, these particular sneakers are slip-on version, but they also have a lace version that came out. But when I first saw these sneakers, it was something I knew I had to have, man. Just a mismatched pair of sneakers on purpose. Right shoe is orange with navy, a little bit of green and yellow. The left shoe is yellow with Rugby Royal, totally different logo on the vamp. The rugby patch that's on the right vamp, and then you got the crest and etc. on the left vamp, man. It's just cool. It's just cool. It's fun. It's different. The socks are mismatched socks. White pair of socks blue chevron trimming that connects. If you putting your heels and your feet together, the chevrons actually connect with the socks on. And then 2 different logos, a rugby patch on one and Griffin on the other. Just really cool. A really cool vibe, man. Just a really cool vibe. It just says I'm chilling, bro. I'm casual. I'm cool. I don't have a lot of worries right now. Scroll up. My favorite pair of joggers in my collection. The thirst trap grays. That's what we call them. If you are that type of guy or that guy, you know, you might not be that guy, and I'm sorry for you if you're not. I'm good. The thirst trap grays, joggers, kind of a straight fit. They're not leotard tight like my son's joggers, but they do have they are slim cut. They do have some room. My legs are slim anyway. All right. Graphics throughout, collegiate graphics throughout, a few patches here and there, but mostly collegiate stenciled graphic. Football, beautiful. They have a button fly. They button at the top, elastic waist. So it's just a whole vibe with these joggers here. All right, as we scroll up, we have a Columbia blue OCBD collar, traditional at the top, but the front of the OCBD is hanging out of this Eastern Division Champ sweatshirt. All right, orange Eastern Division Champs. Purposely has a little bit of wear and tear on it. That's how it came brand new. Eastern Division Champ polo, football, 5 in the middle. Man, the V insert, everything about this sweatshirt just screams out varsity collegiate. It's just perfect. It's a perfect sweatshirt. And then the piece de resistance, you know, the moonshot sateen jacket. Satin jacket. Eastern League, Gothic P on the football, RL Athletic Team Champions on the right side, and then the RL Tiger, the Ralph Tiger. He is obviously a punter. This is a moonshot, which means that thing is going about 67 yards down the field. All right, it even says moonshot up here. All right, Chenille P behind the RL Tiger, and then on the back it says Ralph's Tigers with a giant tiger head. He's got on shades. He's smiling, man. This piece is dope, man. Rugby Royal with your burnt orange and white striping piping going down the sleeves. Burnt orange and white piping on the baseball jacket collar, as well as on the ribbed sleeves and the ribbed waist, the rib cuff and the ribbed waist. Now, what makes this jacket different from most of your satin or sateen jackets is the fact that it's not a button front jacket. It's a zip. Now, you know what I'm going to say next. They should have put 2 zippers on it. They did not. I digest. It's still a wonderful piece. You're not going to find this online, obviously, anymore. I've had this jacket for 3-4 years now. So you're not going to find it on RalphLauren.com, but I have seen it on occasion on eBay. Now, of course, when you're talking about something that's no longer available on .com, and you're talking about eBay vendors, and you're talking about Poshmark vendors, the price might be ridiculous. But if you want this piece, if it moves you like it moves me, you have to pay to play. Now, as we take our ensembles up a notch as far as from casual to dressy, this is when we bring out a big dog. All right, this is when we bring out a big dog. Now, the New York Ralph Lauren, I'm gonna just say it, the New York Yankees Ralph Lauren collaboration coat, baseball jacket. It's one of a kind. Now, I say it's one of a kind as far as who's done that so far, other than Ralph. Yes, they brought out blue. They brought it out in green. They brought it out in red. I guess I could understand the green. You could probably say, "Oh, I'm a Jets fan. I don't get the red, but whatever. I don't work for Ralph Lauren. I don't work for corporate, so you know, whatever." All that said, this beautiful satin jacket, yes, and I'm willing to bet that most of the collectors that are in or from New York, whether you're a Yankees fan or a Mets fan, you either want or have this jacket. Like, this jacket for a Ralph Lauren collector should be up there, as far as it should be right up there with dudes from New York and Yankees caps. This should be up there for people who are Ralph Lauren collectors and are from New York. This should be right up there with a Yankees cap. Am I lying? If I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. That's how important this piece should be to a Ralph Lauren collector who is from or still lives in New York. All right. But this is our middle look. We went from super casual to casual, and next we go to dressy. All right. The look I'm wearing, I told you, is between this look and our last look. All right. But this is a casual look with a sprinkle of dressiness. All right. So let's start at the bottom so we can get the entire view. Started off with the dark chocolate tassel loafers. All right. Just went with something dark. It could have been another shade of brown, but I wanted something dark and I wanted something leather, because I feel like a leather dress shoe is going to go better with this particular look, because the denim is the denim, but then you have, again, the satin jacket. All right. So the satin jacket being shiny, the shoe should also be shiny as well. All right. Scroll up, nice pair of denim. All right. Rich, yet with some very light fading, but it gives it character. All right. So it's not an over the top distressed look of denim, but it's not super rich so that it complements the white that you have everywhere else. All right. Dress shirt, spread collar, traditional spread collar, Columbia blue, navy and white stripes. All right. Necktie, Yankee blue, white stripe. You know why? Because of this piece. Again, the New York Yankees Ralph Lauren collaboration satin jacket. All right. It's got Ralph written in cursive over here on the right pocket, ribbed at the waist, ribbed on the sleeves, ribbed on the baseball neck, all white and navy. All right. The back of it is embroidered with Ralph Lauren, with a curvature across the top. Just Ralph with a curvature across the top, Lauren with the opposite curvature across the bottom, and the giant NY New York Yankees. No Compton Crips. You cannot wear this and say that it's young neighborhood. All right. Y'all got the Yankees caps out there. I know that's what y'all do with it. Fine. All right. This is New York. This is not gang paraphernalia. Stop it. All right. This is a New York Yankees Ralph Lauren collaboration. All right. This is not Nutty Block Compton Crip. Damn. Gangsters take everything. And it's y'all's fault. Y'all need to tell them to stop it. I'm not going to tell them to stop it. I'm not going to tell them. You can tell them. But y'all need to do that. Anyway, great look. Like I said, casual, still casual, but more dressed up than the first ensemble. because of the necktie, because of the style of jean, and because of the footwear as well, and the shirt. Pretty much every piece makes this dressier than the first look, but not super dressy. All right, not super dressy. We still casual. We could actually probably do the same type of things we did in on rig 1 on a Saturday or Sunday whenever we're going out that we do on rig 2. All right, but just a different look, just a step up in the realm of casualness. Now, when it comes to satin or sateen jackets, this particular jacket is a sateen jacket. When it comes to satin or sateen jackets in the world of Ralph Lauren, this is a go-to look. Okay, you'll see it in print ads. You'll see it in as we talk about the modern times, 2022, 2023, and moving forward, you'll see it in reels. You'll see it in TikToks. A satin jacket over a 2-piece suit being waistcoat and trousers. It's a staple. It's a staple. It's a go-to look. Get used to it. You can love it. You can hate it. You can be in between. But this is a look that you're going to see and you're going to always see. And it would be foolish of me to say emphatically that Ralph Lauren created this look, because this look quite possibly could be something that he borrowed from the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever. But I can tell you he perfected it. Nobody does this look better than Ralph. Nobody. The only person that comes close, and who is a distant second but comes close to perfecting this look time and time again, other than Ralph Lauren, would be me. This is my favorite look. This is my favorite way to do satin or sateen. I even like doing a satin or sateen jacket with a 2-piece more than I like doing it with a Letterman. Now, I will do it with a Letterman. I've done it. But if I could only do it with one particular jacket, it would be a satin or sateen. Not much else to talk about, man. Let's start at the bottom. I pulled out the Crest loafers again. All right. Now, 2 other options that were highly considered, and it was just a matter of laziness why I didn't go with either of the other looks, because they're all 3 tied for first as far as my choice for this ensemble. The other 2 looks are in the closet. Didn't feel like going through all that when these are on display in this room. All right. But the other 2 looks was a tassel loafer in a snuff, and a brown snuff, and a saddle shoe. A saddle shoe is a great look when you're talking about the 2-piece with the satin jacket. It's a great look. It's been done time and time again, and I've never seen it messed up. All right, so those are 2 other options that you could go with if you want to put this look together in your arsenal. To be honest, if weather permits, this look will be worn here within the next couple of weeks to work, and I'm probably going to do that saddle shoe. But went with the Crest loafers. Pair of Ralph Lauren Argyle socks, navy, green, yellow. All right. And as you scroll up, you see the slim fit trousers, wool flannel. All right. Glen plaid pattern, matching waistcoat. All right. We got the Elgin pocket watch. We didn't do it up high this time. We did it down low just to switch it up a little bit, just to change the pace. All right. Rugby Ralph Lauren club collared dress shirt, white pointy collar with the navy, white, and blue stripes on the dress shirt. All right. Beautiful banker style. We did a navy polo blue label with all over Griffin with the crown above his head because it goes perfectly with the piece de resistance, which is this Rugby Ralph Lauren sateen jacket with a griffin with a crown over his head and a banner that says Rugby Ralph Lauren below his feet. All right. Ribbed at the cuffs, ribbed at the waist, and trimmed in white and navy on all three places, including the baseball jacket collar. All right. This jacket is elegant in its simplicity. This is the only logo on here is this griffin with the crown above his head. No logo on the back. You don't need it. All right. You don't need it with this look, man. This look is great. This look is fantastic. All right. You can finish it off with a tam. You can finish it off. Hell, if you wanted to, you can finish it off with this bucket. All right. You can finish it off with this bucket that complements this suit very well if you wanted to. Probably wouldn't be my go-to. I probably do some type of driving cap or tam or a flat cap, something to that effect. But you could definitely do that. You know what I mean? You could definitely do something like that to give it a more modern look, something a little sportier. You know, it definitely would work. All right. But yes, great look. This is a go-to look. Get used to it. And I'm not just talking about go-to for me. Like I said, this look, if nothing else, has been perfected by Ralph Lauren over the course of 20 years, probably by now. And that's another episode in the books. Today we did satin or sateen jackets. All right. Get in the comments, man. Tell me what you thought. Which look was your favorite look, or which look was more your go-to style when it comes to your satin or sateen jackets. All of these looks work for me, and so it really just depends on what I'm feeling like, where I'm going. That's it. That's what it would depend on. But all of these looks work for me. All of these looks are looks that I have worn and will continue to wear. Before we get out of here, I am convinced that the higher power, because I don't know if you call him God, Allah, Jehovah, Buddha, whatever you call him, he don't like me. That's what I do know. He don't like me. He don't. Why was the days that I had to go in office this past week 67 degrees on Tuesday and 74 degrees on Thursday? Was it 64? No, I'm sorry, I got that wrong. It was 77 degrees on Tuesday and 84 degrees on Thursday. In February. Why? Why do you not like me? We haven't seen any snow. None. Not a flake. Not a flake of snow. And the bad part about it is as I sit here and complain and vent, it's not just North Carolina. It's not just Charlotte. Look at the weather. Look how the weather's been in Manhattan and New York and the city this so-called winter. I don't even think they've had any snow yet. I don't think. Now, granted, you might mess around and get snow in New York in March and April. But I'm just saying, it ain't just the fact that I don't think they've had any snow or any real snow, but the temperatures have been unseasonably warm there as well. Only the cities that I know of, and I could be wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong, but only the cities that tend to get buried in snow every year have seen any snow. Obviously, Buffalo and upstate New York, to a level of tragedy, they had snow. But and I'm sure I know I got one guy, one of the homies, is in Minnesota. They probably had snow. But overall, man, this global warming shit gotta get nipped in the bud, man. Like, seriously. Now, I know Rocky's in Chicago. She probably experienced a lot of, windy days and cold, but I don't even think I've seen a lot of snow in Chicago. Like, what in the world, man? This is terrible. This is horrible. But with that said, I'm not going to let you play with me like that. I'm not going to let him play with me like that. So I've already started picking up spring pieces. All right. I'm going to play the game raw this spring. I've started picking up spring pieces. I'll always pick up, fall and winter pieces. That's a year-round thing. I don't give a damn if it's 197 degrees outside. I don't care if the heat index is 1967. If I see something online that's a fall winter piece and it's something I want, I'm grabbing it. But I have started early with spring apparel. I've already started picking up some pieces. I got some great pieces on the way. I got some great pieces in carts. And I'm keeping my eyeballs peeled for pieces that I know will be coming out. Now, I know you're probably saying to yourself, well, Parker, does that mean you're gonna run the full 365 days this in 2023? Pump your brakes, brothers. I don't know about that. It really depends on a lot of different scenarios, how far I go into spring before I go on hiatus. Let's just put it this way. I've gotten great ideas on how to keep it moving, and I like a lot of them. Give us one episode every 2 weeks, as opposed to every week when it starts getting too hot. Instead of 4 total looks, give us 3 total looks, or give us 2 total looks. Well, I like both of those ideas. If I run, I'm gonna run. So the every other week, I probably won't entertain that. I may entertain giving you one less rig. I may even entertain just doing once, and I'm talking about is early to mid June through end of August. I may just give you a BTS every Sunday, or behind the scenes. I may just do it that way. But I am seriously looking at running the full year in 2023. All right. But if I do that, gentlemen, you got to support the channel. You got to support the channel. And when I say that in that aspect, I'm not talking about donations. The donations are greatly appreciated. Y'all already know that. No, I'm talking about telling a friend. I need my numbers up. 2023 is about the numbers. You get the numbers up, your platform gets bigger. As your platform gets bigger, people start taking notice. When people start taking notice, then you can start monetizing. All right. Also, there's something I was thinking about doing for about the past month. And then out of the blue, one of you viewers hit me and said and made the suggestion that I have been thinking about. So just to let you know, I am at some point, I don't know when, but at some point, I'm going to test the waters on going live here on the tube. Okay. When I do that, I will give you at least 1 week's notice. So I will mention it on an episode of either Seamless Style or Behind the Scenes. And of course, if you already hit that like and you already hit that subscribe, and you'll get the notification. If you didn't, shame on you. It's the only thing I ask you to do every damn week. Anyway, I digest. And like I just said, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and tell a friend, and then tell a friend. All right? Telephone a friend and tell a friend, say, hey, yo, you checked out Parker? Seamless Style, YouTube. All right? Artists paint pictures. Haters paint narratives. So don't be a hater. All right? Y'all have a good one.